Answer there. My goal tonight is to really get to the truth, to the facts about this nutrition assistance bill. Last Thursday, the House passed, obviously, this nutrition bill. They're talking about $40 billion in cuts. But all this rhetoric out there about kids losing that and disabled Americans losing this. In fact, Senator Heidi Heitkamp from North Dakota put out a statement that night. I've got a clip from her statement, Congressman Peterson, I want to play for you and then get your comments on it.
Not only are they voting to kick nearly 4 million people off nutrition assistance, including children, seniors, veterans, and disabled Americans. Just a few days ago, I met with North Dakota parents who benefited from the very nutrition assistance programs that the House wants to drastically cut. We don't live in a country that rips food safety net programs out from underneath our children and the families who need them.
Congressman Peterson, if you can just give me a simple yes or no answer, is that an honest statement from Senator Heidi Heitkamp?
Oh, well, I imagine it is. I think that's what she believes. A lot of Democrats believe. You know, I'm kind of in the middle on this probably. A lot of what is in the bill I can support and live with. But the bottom line problem is this is causing us to probably not get a farm bill done because the Senate isn't going to go anywhere near what the House did, and at the end of the day, it's going to make it harder to get this bill done.
And we're going to get to that in a moment, but again, I guess my question then is, so why go out and lie about this? Because I've got a press release here from your office. Go ahead, sir.
What? Who's lying?
Well, she just said that you're going to see kids, disabled Americans have food ripped out from underneath them. In your press statement, it says this: under current law, adults between the ages 18 to 50 who are not disabled and are caring for children, in other words, have dependents, are limited to 3 months of SNAP. In other words, if they're able-bodied workers, then they're not going to lose it. Adults caring for young children, those unable to work due to illness, injury, veterans receiving disability compensation are exempt from these requirements. When I read your press release, Senator Heidi Heitkamp's statement does not seem honest to me. And that's what I want to do tonight. Maybe I'm missing something, Congressman Peterson. If I am, please help me. But I want people to get to the truth tonight. And that doesn't seem honest to me, what Senator Heitkamp said.
Well, you know, there's a lot of hypocrisy going on with this whole issue. You know, I was part of the Democrats that worked with the Republicans to put welfare reform in place in 1995 and 96. As part of that, we had a provision that said that if you're able-bodied without dependents, you can only be on welfare 3 months out of 36. We also applied that to food stamps. But what they did at the end of the day is they put an provision in there that said that if you have over 10% unemployment, then the states can ask for a waiver of that provision. And a lot of states did. In fact, the Republican states were the first in line to ask for waivers. You know, so this is not something that would have to happen. This is states asking for this waiver. And the other thing that happened in the 96 welfare deal was they put this categorical eligibility in food stamps. And what it says is that if you qualify for other welfare programs in that state, then you also qualify for food stamps. The idea being that it was going to make it easier to administer and save money and so forth and so on. So you have a situation in North Dakota, your income limits are 200% of poverty. In Minnesota, they're 165%. So because of this categorical eligibility situation, you have people in North Dakota that are on food stamps that if they were in Minnesota wouldn't qualify. And if you follow the federal regulations, that says there's a limitation of 130% of the income. If you're above that, you're not supposed to get food stamps. So, you know, the way they've constructed this program is so convoluted and complicated that, you know, I would be hesitant to call anybody any names over this because, you know, you can characterize this a lot of different ways if you want to.
And Congressman Kramer, I want to give you a chance to